I'm about to create a pull request, so I thought that it would be nice to share how to do it with the GHCLI, which I use a lot. So there is this command called GHPR create. So PR will be the command, create the subcommand, and allows you to create pull requests from your terminal very, very easily when you work on GitHub. So here I am in our studio. I have just created a test that fails. So in this specific case, I'm using the test-driven approach. So and I'm about to create a pull request. So you can see, for example, if I do a if I show the file that changed in the last commit, you can see that there's only one file that changed, and there's this commit that points to a branch which I chose to name following the convention that I use a lot, where the number that you see here is the number of the issue that this pull request will close, and a little bit of a name to kind of remember what that is about. So issue 279, I have a pull request ready to go, so I'm going to use the GHPR create, and here, if you just hit enter, you're going to be prompted to enter a few options. So let me make this a little bigger for you to see. So here I have options to choose from. I'm going to create a pull request specifically in the organization. I have privileges to push. I could also choose a fork, but I'm going to just go ahead and do it straight there. The title of the PR is set up so that it's going to be reusing the message that I use as a commit message. So if I hit enter, now I have a couple of options. Typically, you could be opening a pull request on a blank template, but I do have my own template for pull requests to remember do things that we typically do in this project. So I hit enter there, and now I can, for example, press E to edit the body of the pull request I'm about to create. So one thing I really like to do is to type the issue that this is gonna be closing. So remember that is closes in 279, and I use the star here because that will you will see in a moment on GitHub that will expand the pound 279 to read the full title of the issue that this is going to close. And here I have my template. Usually we do a bunch of things. So one of the things that I want to always do is to link the related issues or PRs. So I'm gonna put a little cross there to kind of say that, yeah, I've done that already. So there is a few other things that I do in my template, but that's not the focus of this video. So I'm gonna just go ahead and close this text editor right there. And here I can submit or submit as a draft. I typically submit as a draft because I do work a little bit on the PRs before I'm ready to kind of request for a review. So as you can see, now I have already created a pull request, and I have a link that I can click on to explore what that looks like on GitHub. So here you see it is a draft. You see that great thing there, and that's something that I also can now check on my template. Typically we do start from drafts, so that we have a little bit of time to kind of think about the PR and to see if they're just ready for review. The goal, I haven't yet kind of fully described the goal of the PR, so I'm not going to check that box or any of the other ones right there. But what I wanted to show here, I have already achieved, which is the idea of creating a pull request on GitHub, but directly from my terminal using the GHCLI. So if you want to know more about the GHCLI, I recommend you go to cli.github.com.